Hi, my name is Derek, and this is my blog about Module 3, the learner and learning in the digital age. I think this is such an important module for us as teachers to learn and understand and to be equipped and ready to teach the future generations. I interviewed 4 teachers. 3 of them are public school teachers here in the US, and 1 is an ESL teacher in Sri Lanka that works for the British Council. They all felt that their students are very quick to adapt. If they introduce a new technology or a new tool, they're very quickly to adapt and be able to use it efficiently. They all also agreed that using technology in the classroom was a great benefit. It's something that they all generally enjoy doing, and it's something they tried to do as much as possible. Some of them were limited, they said, by certain resources that their school district had, or by certain circumstances, or the age or the level of the students that they taught. So there are some situations where they didn't feel it was the most effective, or they were unable to do it, but it's something that they enjoyed. They also felt that there are many advantages for using technology in the classroom. They felt that it helped the students be more active in their learning. It was something that they were excited about, that they were engaged in, and they felt that it gave them more options in their classroom. It gave them times to expand or explore their methodology in the classroom, and it was just something that they thought was fun and enjoyable. They didn't feel that technology was ever really a distraction or cause classroom management issues in the class. The only time that they felt that this was the case was in the use of cell phones. Some of the school districts did not allow the students to use their school's phone, but a few of them surprisingly did. They also encouraged them to use it as a learning tool. The teachers felt that tech was not distracting except in the use of cell phones, and it was easy for them to get distracted or to focus on something else. So the teachers generally tried not to use it in their classroom as much as possible. And the teachers also felt that technology provided an open door for differentiated learning and personalized learning. It allowed them to modify maybe class projects or assignments or things that they did together as a whole. It also provided them the ability to differentiate learning, to provide certain needs for certain students, or to scaffold material, or whatever that they felt was necessary for their class. And they also felt that it allowed them to provide a varied level of materials for the class very easily. One thing that I was very interested about was teacher training. If you're not comfortable to use technology, or it's something you don't understand, how likely are you to use it? Now, I myself would not use something that I'm not very comfortable with or very knowledgeable about. A couple of the teachers said that their schools and school districts provided workshops, or they provided kind of a development or class or whatever at the beginning of the school year, but all of them agreed that they mainly used their coworkers, the teachers that were proficient in a tool or proficiently understood how to use technology, or if they were introducing a new tool or new technology in the classroom, there was always a teacher who was willing to help them or that was proficient in how to use it, which I think is great. It's something that we're using in Teach Now, and it's something that I probably benefit from. Is it helped me become comfortable to use something that I'm not familiar with or feel comfortable with. Now I want to kind of review the lesson plan that I was provided. The lesson plan that I have was provided by the teacher who's teaching in Sri Lanka, who's an ESL teacher. The aim of her lesson was to introduce new body movement vocabulary and also to review the present continuous tense. It's something that they'd already learned, but this lesson was an add-on to that and continuation of that. The technology tool that this teacher uses is a video to kind of showcase new movement, different movements, fun, silly, exciting, extravagant movements in an engaging way. And she wanted the video a way to kind of introduce some of the new terms, provide an option for the students to express or act out the body movements as well. She wanted the students to gain confidence in using English and to express maybe how what is happening in the video, or how a student in the class is acting or a movement they're making. She also wanted them to think critically. And when I'm looking at this lesson, I can easily see that the video was not an afterthought. It plays a very vital role in her lesson plan. It helps her reach her objectives, her aim of her lesson plan, to introduce new terms, to let them gain confidence, And even though the lesson or the video is very silly, she is ready. She anticipates some of the maybe the problems that the video might cause, and she's ready for it. And she's also in the lesson plan provided scaffolding methods for the students for the video if it's something too difficult. Now I want to kind of look at the 5 questions that I developed for my checklist for when I will develop lesson plans in the future. The first question is, will this technology be used to enhance and support learning? I think that's very important. Kind of like, I don't want to use technology just for the sake of using it or as sake of filling time or I need it or I just think it's fun. I want it to actually have a useful purpose. Also, will this technology help students be in charge and active learners? I want, at the best of my ability, to use technology and let the students kind of be in charge, something that they're actively in, something that they're involved in learning. I don't want it to just be too teacher-centric or just something that they just kind of observe or absorb. I want something that they're actively involved in. Also, does the technology help me achieve my goals and class objectives? I think that maybe should be my first question, and if it doesn't, then I need to reevaluate maybe the tool or find a different method or something that's better that will help me reach my objective. Also, does the technology provide differentiated learning and personalized learning? I think this is also very important. I want the technology not to just be cookie cutter and one size fits all, but I want it to use it as much as my ability to help students at different levels or different needs or whatever. I want it to help them, and help them the best way possible. And finally, does the technology help students expand their perspective and be global learners and thinkers? I think that this is very important. Someone who's taught ESL abroad, this is also something very important to me, and I think it's benefited me, and it's something that I think I can utilize to help students and benefit them. Thank you so much.